Otis Ranger.
Welcome to Pop Song Tech. I'm Otis Ranger. Music today is going to feature the sounds of Frank Vieira and his latest single. In fact, the podcast debut of his latest single called Hands Down. We've got a great interview in studio with him as well. Technology is going to take a look at how are we going to send Cher to Mars. We're going to take a deep dive look into the plan that Elon Musk has for sending humans to and from Mars. Stay tuned for more.
There is only one thing, Ralph, that's missing from my Disneyland. Only one thing, the world of tomorrow. I have nothing from the world of tomorrow.
You want the world of tomorrow? Want the world of tomorrow? I'll give you the world of tomorrow. You're going to the moon.
Hardy har.
Mars One has just taken another step to bring mankind where it has never stepped before. Meet the Mars 100. Just 100 candidates now remain in a competition for a seat on a one-way trip to the Red Planet.
I want to go to Mars not just to be a part of history, but to inspire people around the world.
Initially, more than 200,000 applied for the Mars One astronaut selection program from all over the world. About a year ago, that number narrowed to about 1,000. That's when we first met 6 of them.
I've wanted to go into space since I was 3 years old.
Out of this group, just 2 advanced to the final 100. Layla Zucker, a married 46-year-old ER doctor from Washington, D.C., who is, well, excited.
Spaceship, spaceship, spaceship!
And Daniel Carey, a 53-year-old data architect from Virginia, husband and father of 2.
The whole impact and possibility becomes a lot more real and sharp as the numbers get smaller.
Hey, this is Frank Vieira, and you're listening to Otis Ranger on Pop Song Tech.
I've been Mr. Hungover, Mr. Too Tough, Mr. One More Shot. It ain't never enough. Mr. I'll fix it and get off my back. No, I'll never fall in love or anything like that. 'Cause I'm 11 steps forward and 12 steps back, 10 feet off the beaten path, 789 miles from where you are. And I'm a 6-pack away from drowning you out, 5 weak minutes from your voicemail now, 4 red lights from headed to south. And I'm 3 little words too late to get you back now. Patient, more than kind, more than willing to give me time. As I battled the demon swimming in my head, I couldn't tread the waters in the end. 'Cause I'm 11 steps forward and 12 steps back, 10 feet on the beaten path, 789 miles from where you are. And I'm a 6-pack away from drowning you out, 5 weak minutes from your voicemail now, 4 red lights headed south. And I'm 3 little words too late to get you back now. Excuses, I've made mistakes, and I hope it's your love that'll be my saving grace. 'Cause I'm 11 steps forward, 12 steps back, 10 feet off the beaten path, 789 miles from where you are. And I'm a six-pack of weight drowning you out, 5 weak minutes from your voicemail now, 4 red light, headed south. Yeah, I'm 3 living words too late. Yeah, I'm 3 little words too late to get you back now. Yeah, get you back now.
That is Frank Vieira, our featured artist today on Pop Song Tech, with his song called 3 Little Words from an album of the same name from a couple years ago. And stick around, we've got a great interview with Frank himself. He'll be joining us here in just a few minutes via Skype from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, talking with us about his upcoming EP, getting released in 2017. He's got the first single off that EP called Hands Down, which is our featured song today on Pop Song Tech. We've got it for you here, your podcast debut, if you will, ahead of the radio airwaves release, which takes place next week. And want to say I've got a couple of helpers in studio that are here today to sing a song for us for Christmas. Hey, guys, you ready? You guys ready to sing a song? Okay, get to your microphones, everybody. You ready? Okay. Ready? You guys ready to sing a song? On 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. How's it go?
Jingle bells on the sleigh.
Jingle bells on the sleigh. Ready? Jingle bells, jingle. Oh, ready? Jingle bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Daddy, we're singing. The sleigh.
Oh, on the sleigh?
It's on the sleigh.
Oh, good. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all of you that are listening to Pop Song Tech. It is that time of the year. Yes, there is snow on the ground here in northern Jersey. The girls are getting psyched for the holidays and wishing all of you the best. It is holiday party time of the year also, and went to the BWG strategy party on Friday night, the office party there, and they had a live band similar to this, out there singing, getting people dancing, very funky, awesome stuff. We had then had another holiday party on Saturday night here in the neighborhood. What's the matter? There's no crying on Christmas. Here, come on over here. Sit on my lap. So we had the, look at this. Look at that. What's that? We had another holiday party here in the neighborhood on Saturday night. Lots of eggnog flowing, and I got to say, I think the staff, the helpers that were handing out hors d'oeuvres were imbibing quite a bit themselves. One of them came over and gave a big smooch to my my bride on the cheek, saying how happy she looked because, we're expecting our third kid right now. A little boy. We're very excited about that. And later this year, actually not this year, next year, early next year. And, it is that time of the year for holiday parties, and I hope you guys had a great time. Last week, we... What is he blowing onto that tree right there, right? Oh, that's very cool. So stick around. We've got an interview with Frank here in just a minute. But leading us into that, we got a little bit of pocket full of sounds. Today we're going to be talking about Mars. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk and the technology that's supposed to take 1 million people to the red planet, 100 people at a time, they say. And this past week, though, in New York City, I'm just going back to hear my little pocket full of sounds, and I've got a cool audio clip. I've got a cool audio clip of a guy who's an executive at Vivo, the over-the-top streaming service for music videos and other music events. He was talking about data and analytics at the Chief Data Officer Summit this week in New York City, and I've got a little clip of him here. Hey, guys, check this out. Here, let's go to this. All right. And we're going here.
Right. This is I'm going to show you some of the
talking about the
areas
data
of the graph
at Vivo.
zoomed in. So these neighborhoods got created. So we call this the glorious 80s. And if you read there's like Bon Jovi, Whitesnake, Billy Idol, Aerosmith. Clearly, evidently, all people that were big in the 80s, right? Lil Wayne, Two Chainz. If you look closely, there's a bunch of hip hop artists.
He's talking about the grouping of
Lil
data
Wayne being the center of
that they've got at Vivo.
neighborhood. Taylor Swift and Co. So this is Taylor Swift, and a lot of artists related to Taylor Swift. Rihanna and Beyonce, they're like two very, very strong points of energy, actually. So we create this graph, and then we productionalize it. So when you go through the onboarding experience, we're really walking you through the graph, depending on what artist you're choosing. So let's talk about what the platform looks like today.
So they're talking about the data platform this week in New York City at the Chief Data Officer Summit. That was a guy who's an executive at Vivo. Really interesting talk, and we'll talk more about the Chief Data Officer Summit on a future episode. We've got probably Joe Caserta, the CEO of Caserta Concepts, is going to be in for an interview on an upcoming show of Pop Song Tech. But today, going into the tech portion of the show, like I mentioned before, we're going to be featuring Frank's new song, and then on the other side of that, is a big conversation about the trip to Mars, or technology that's going to enable humans to travel to Mars. And, so much about space and flight has been in my mind since I visited the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum out by Dulles Airport in Virginia not too long ago. And then had some friends telling me about another great space museum and aeronautics museum in Dayton, Ohio, of all places. I guess they say that's where the birthplace of flight took place, although I'm a little confused because I thought that was North Carolina with the Wright brothers, but so be it. There's also supposed to be a great aeronautics museum down in Arizona at the U.S. Air Force Academy. But I got to say, one of the greatest places that you can go to learn about space technology, right here in northern Jersey, where I was for a kid's birthday party also on Saturday. They've got a little space museum. It's like a planetarium for the kids, and it was a great place for a birthday party. Because they got in there, they were learning all about space and picking up moon rocks, and they had a space simulation that I've got some audio for on today's Pocket Full of Sounds.
30 more seconds before we launch. Ooh, everyone ready? Okay, when we get to 10, can you help me count down?
Yes.
Right? Okay, get ready. Here it comes. Hold on.
Here we go, to Mars.
Wait. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're blasting off. Imagine us going off in one of Elon Musk's rocket ships that we'll be talking about on the other side of the pop song today. But here we go. A bunch of kids in a flight simulator headed, well, in this case, to dock with the space station. That's right. Who needs the Smithsonian when you've got Flight Simulator here at Bergen Community College?
There's our crew, making sure that everything is going correct for us. It's a pretty solid ride, right? I don't feel any bumps or anything.
That's right. They all had special seat belts on these cushioned chairs. It was cute. Well, listen, that's to get the kids in the mood for space travel right there, and you in the mood for sticking around for the interview today. Actually, not the interview today. The conversation today about Elon Musk and his vision and technology that's supposed to take 1 million people to the red planet for the colonization of Mars. We're going to be talking about the technology that's coming together to make that happen for the cost of a house. That's on the other side of our interview with Frank Vieira. So I'm so excited to be joined in studio today by Frank Vieira via Skype. We're here today to talk about his new upcoming EP. It's on the heels of a great album out from a few years ago called 3 Little Words. Welcome to the show, Frank.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. Looking forward to talking with you.
You got it. And so Frank Vieira, I have to say, I asked Shelby when she introduced me to your music, how do you pronounce his last name? Is it Vieira or is it Vieira?